I thought, you have to excuse the mess, that I had a rough day yesterday and I don't have time to redo my nail polish. So this is the Enigma by Taroko Design. I have just a little, like a to-do list on the front of here for things that I just need to jot down. And then when you open this, that front cover is just clamped to it. When you open it, sorry for the wood showing, I have my color code for things. That's what I've been using. I have a couple of post-it notes right here just in case I need them. And I have a few more things to put right here, but I've been trying to keep up with the index. My future log, I have a few more things to enter. My books to read. These are books that I ended up getting at that library sale and I ended up reading. I am currently finishing up The Stand. I am 3/4 of the way through it, so I'm hoping to read it this coming week and finish it. This is the Dark Tower reading project that I'm doing through one of the subgroups of Destination Me and on YouTube and my blog. This is January's calendar. Now, mind you, you're going to see in a minute, I have to decide because I started December right here. See my tabs? January. And then I couldn't wait any longer. I tried and I ended up doing December. I had to figure out whether I'm going to put my January stuff in here since I have the tab there and just kind of go back, or whether I'm going to redo January back here somewhere. I don't know, it seems kind of redundant to put it in after I've already got it in here, but I know it might end up being a pain to kind of flip back and forth between what I have right here, but we'll see. So I have January stuff set up with some of the goals. I had to finish this. I've written my goals out, but I haven't put them all in here yet. So the stuff for the blog, January's tracker. So YouTube stuff for January. I want to do a giveaway when I hit 2,000 subscribers. Right now I have almost 1,500. The mood tracker I'm going to start. Favorite supplies, my supply wish list. January's wreath, December's wreath, which are backwards. It should have been December and then January, but hindsight's 2020. December's weekly thing, and I never went through and did all of this. I'm pretty caught up with this stuff though. And so we have pages where I started this on December the 11th, and I was following the prompts for the month. Well, what I thought was 2016, I think it ended up being 2015. So we got happy mail from Amy. We have more prompts and journal pages. More prompts and journal pages. I get to see how I have things. I was planning out the overhead lighting, which I'm using now. That's why you see that little piece of wood there. And I'm not sure what, normally this doesn't show, so I have the camera. I'm not sure what I've done. My plans for 2017, some cursive practice, some more pages, and that was ribbon and holiday cheer. Figuring out some things, doing different things. My little camera. Gingerbread. I was kind of figuring out, like, I've been sometimes doing, if I have a really busy day, I'll do most of the planning part over here and then the art part over here. This day I did some of both. Sunday's pages, I was practicing spruce trees. We had Chinese food, and these are our fortune. Ornament turned out really pretty, but these didn't turn out quite as well as I really would have liked them. This is this week right here, and I need to go in and fill in a few of these, but I just haven't had time yet. It's been kind of crazy. This weekly schedule is trying to track my time. It worked pretty well for this, but it doesn't work pretty well for this, so I think what I'm going to do is do this daily on my pages, or have like a log of from the first day to the end day and do this, so this isn't on my daily page. So sort of a time tracker, and I'll just keep what I'm doing and the time over to the side on like maybe a post-it note or a piece of paper, and then I don't know. Something's got to, because this didn't really work. First of all, there's not enough space for me to write what I'm doing. Second of all, it really wasn't working very well the way that I set this up. I may end up doing some kind of blog so that are doing this per day and then having the total, I don't know. But I've got to figure something out because that's just not working. I didn't really do as much for this page. I had planned on it, but Monday was kind of busy and I got a lot of things done, but I never made it to finishing up the page because I ended up being sick. I started feeling bad Monday evening. By Tuesday, I was not feeling good at all. I took a long nap. And Mr. Rockstar ended up cooking dinner Tuesday evening, and he went to the store and got me some NyQuil. And I took the NyQuil because, yeah. And I messed up her lips. That's supposed to be a thermometer, but her lips were puckered out to have the thermometer. Mr. Rockstar did not think it looked very, I don't know. I'm just going to say that it didn't look quite the way I wanted it to. So I covered it with the Vicks thing. It was a good fix. And Thursday, there's my box of NyQuil. Some things I'm talking about and working on. This was me feeling all sick. I don't have a purple bathrobe. My bathrobe is actually gray, but I thought the purple bathrobe was much prettier than the gray. And my bedroom slippers are actually have little pink Christmas penguins on them, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. It's just for art and to chronicle my day. Now this is some January planning brain dump stuff, and this is something that I'm still working on. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put what and what I'm doing. Do I actually need a cover for things? This is Friday, yesterday, my Chevy Chase Christmas vacation day. Halfway to my parents' house, and my parents live about an hour and a half away. We ended up with one of our tires blew. It was the last one really that needed to be replaced, and it blew. So Mr. Rockstar tried to change it. One of the locking lug nuts didn't want to come off. It took him forever to get it off. We now no longer have locking lug nuts. They're a pain in the ass, and anybody can stop and get one of those lock things from the AutoZone to unlock the lug nuts anyway. If they had them made with a key, it'd be different. So when he finally got the tire off, and he got the spare, which is a donut, the donut was only half filled with air. It didn't have very much air. It had enough air to get us the mile down the road we needed to get to exit to put air in it. But once he got the donut on and we went to start the car wouldn't start because we had pulled over into the emergency lane and had the hazard lights on, and the hazard lights killed the battery. So my dad had to come and jump start the car, and while he jump started the car, he also air put in the tire. We ended up, instead of having Christmas dinner at 1 o'clock, and we'd have been there on time, and my daughter actually passed us, and she called, "I see you, can I help?" And I was, well, there's not really much you can do. She had the baby with her, she's by herself. We finally got on the road again. My dad followed us, and we ended up going to where they live. We had trouble finding a new tire, because we couldn't drive all the way back an hour and a half home on a donut, especially at dark. So we finally found a place, like the third place, and we finally got a tire, and we got to my parents' house. We celebrated Christmas dinner at 4:30, 5 o'clock instead of 1 o'clock. So yeah, we spent about almost 3 hours on the side of 95. So I did a collage of a bunch of the pictures of us. Mr. Victor wrote Mimi on the wrapping paper that my daughter used. He wrote it himself. So we head home. It's dark. Mr. Rockstar had to wake up at 1. He only got like a few hours sleep. But we get home, and I find Happy Mail. Happy Mail. I found my Birds Destination Me mug from Miss Donna and a beautiful postcard. And I am drinking coffee out of my mug right now. So I chronicled. I used this, which actually came from an envelope. It's inside of an envelope. Looked like a map. These are stickers that came from my box that Donna sent me. So this is something that Talisha and I were talking about. We saw this on Pinterest, and I sort of did it, but I did my own little thing with it, and I'm not quite finished. I need to put goals down for the rest of the months and the quarters. And this is today's page. This will be tomorrow's page. Then I'm going to do the weekly layout, and then I'm going to, like I said, figure out what I'm doing for January. whether I'm going to use these and just do maybe a log like this for the time stuff, and then do like a little mini calendar per week. I don't know, but this is the Enigma, so I'm excited. Y'all might be getting I'm going to be spending next weekend, New Year's, because Mr. Rockstar is going to have to work, reorganizing things in the room because I'll be switching rooms and stuff. So, but I'm really excited because there's going to be some big changes coming soon. So this is my Enigma, and I'm really loving this higher GSM for the Taroko from the Taroko shop from the Tomoho River paper. This is 68 GSM, whereas the Hobonichi and the Crossfield have 52 GSM Tomoho River paper, and I really do love this paper. I love this paper. It's thicker, but it is Tomoho River paper, and it's just as smooth. I'm really happy with it. I'm just loving it. I will see y'all again soon. Sorry for the glare. There. Now you can see the pictures. And just so people were curious about my favorite pens, writing, I like the TWSBI Echo. I do my journal writing most of the time. Now the to-do list, if I want it somewhere where there might be some watercolor, I usually I've been using the Sharpie because it's waterproof. But I finally got in some platinum carbon ink, and I filled this Kakuna, which has the fine. I can actually draw with this, or that carbon dusk pen. But I can do this now where, like if I did my to-dos or anything that might be somewhere where I was going to watercolor, I wanted waterproof ink. And although I love the platinum carbon dust pen to draw with, I don't really like it to write with because I write rather large and I don't like the extra fine nibs for writing. This is a medium nib, and when the Noodler's ink is out of here, I will clean it and then put the platinum carbon ink in it because it is waterproof. And that's what I already have in this one. And this is a fine. This is a medium, and this is an metallic nib from Goulet Pens, and I like to write quotes and stuff with this one because it has the most beautiful, I mean, it's just gorgeous. Let's see. I did that too wide. Yeah. I really just love how it writes. I really do. Just love how it writes. This has Noodler's Heart of Darkness in it, so it is not waterproof, but the color of the ink is the most beautiful color. It's a really dark, deep black, and I love the way that it looks. So that's it, y'all. Have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all that good stuff. I think I probably missed some, but happy holidays to all, and I thank you. Bye-bye.